58% of New Yorkers are classified as living in poverty or near poverty. That figure comes from the NYC Rent Guidelines Board's 2025 Income and Affordability Study. It applies to the most expensive city in the country. The average single adult in Manhattan spends $8,833 a month, according to Apartment List's July 2025 data. The Bronx, the most affordable borough, still costs a single adult $6,733 a month, 41% above the national average. Over 30 days, this report examined the money-saving mechanisms that exist inside New York City's public systems. Some are well known. Several are not. The focus here is not on lifestyle advice, but on structural tools, programs, transit rules, and pricing patterns that are documented, available, and underused. Starting with transportation. 4.7 million people ride the subway and bus in New York City every day. Only 43.8% of city households own a vehicle, compared to 91.6% nationally. For most New Yorkers, the transit system is not optional. On January 4, 2026, the MTA raised the base subway and local bus fare from $2.90 to $3. The MTA board approved the increase in September 2025, describing it as an inflation-linked adjustment. As part of the same change, the 30-day unlimited MetroCard was discontinued. MetroCard sales have ended, and the system has transitioned fully to Omni, the contactless tap-and-go payment platform. The Omni system includes a rolling weekly fare cap. After a rider pays for 12 trips within any 7-day period, all additional trips in that same window are free. The cap applies automatically. No advance purchase is required. At $3 per ride, 12 rides totals $35. That is the maximum a full-fare rider will spend on subway and local bus travel in any given, regardless of how many additional trips they take. Two details matter here. First, the 7-day period is rolling, not calendar-based. It begins at the moment of a rider's first tap and resets exactly 7 days later. A rider who first taps on a Wednesday afternoon will see their cap window run Wednesday to Wednesday. Second, the cap does not apply to express buses, group trips, or transfers, only standard subway and local bus rides. For context on the cost comparison, the discontinued 30-day unlimited MetroCard cost approximately $132 per month. A rider who hits the Omni cap every week of the month would pay roughly $151, slightly more. However, a rider who uses fewer than 12 trips in any given week pays only for the rides taken. The cap structure is more flexible for variable commuters and more expensive for those who previously relied on the unlimited pass. For low-income residents, a separate program applies. Fairfares NYC provides a 50% discount on subway and bus fares to city residents between the ages of 18 and 64 whose household income falls at or below 145% of the federal poverty line. That threshold was expanded from 120% in the city's fiscal year 2025 budget. As of fall 2024, the program had over 348,000 enrollees, according to the New York State Office of the Comptroller. Immigration status does not affect eligibility. Applications are processed through the Access HRA app or website, with approved cards arriving by mail within 2 to 3 weeks. The Staten Island Ferry operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at no cost. It provides direct water passage between Lower Manhattan and Staten Island, with views of the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. The Roosevelt Island Tramway operates on a standard subway fare, one Omni tap, and provides aerial transit over the East River. On the subject of food, the pricing structure in New York City is less uniform than most residents assume. The city's local food price index in 2024 was 25.2% higher than it was in 2019, according to the New York State Office of the Comptroller's April 2025 report. Nationally, food prices rose 25.5% between December 2020 and December 2024, per analysis by Consumer Reports using Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis data. Consumer Reports commissioned a grocery price study from the Strategic Resource Group in late summer 2025, with results published in 2026. The study compared baskets of commonly purchased items, packaged goods, produce, and meat across major grocery chains. Costco and BJ's Wholesale Club came in more than 21% cheaper than Walmart for a full basket. Among non-membership retailers, Aldi and Lidl offered the strongest savings. Whole Foods ranked as the most expensive national chain at roughly 40% above Walmart. Trader Joe's averaged nearly 25% higher than Walmart for a full basket. That result runs counter to how the store is commonly perceived. Trader Joe's performs well on private label products and prepared foods, but those category strengths do not make it the most cost-effective option for full grocery shopping. The Costco advantage is real, but limited in practice. Most New York City apartments, particularly in Manhattan, lack the storage capacity for warehouse-scale quantities. The more actionable finding is that grocery prices within the city vary substantially by neighborhood. A dozen eggs in Chinatown has been documented at approximately $3.50. The same product in Park Slope has been documented at $6. In Flushing, around $3.25. Ethnic grocery markets in Chinatown and Flushing offer staples, vegetables, fish, rice, at prices documented as low as 1/3 of what mainstream supermarkets charge. Patel Brothers in Queens has been cited with a comparison of $1.99 for turmeric powder versus $6.99 at Duane Reade. On the Bronx's Arthur Avenue, imported pasta has been listed at $2.99 per pound, fresh mozzarella at $4 per ball. These are not outliers. They reflect a consistent pricing pattern. Neighborhood geography in New York City functions as a direct cost variable for grocery shoppers. For prepared food, street-level options in the city offer genuine value. According to CostCheck USA's 2026 pricing data, a halal cart platter runs $8 to $13. A pizza slice ranges from $3.50 to $5. A bodega bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich costs $5 to $8. Dumplings in Chinatown run $5 to $8 per portion. The Halal Guy's food cart, which began operating at 53rd Street and 6th Avenue in 1990, has expanded to multiple locations and remains a frequently cited example of consistent, affordable street food in the city. Too Good To Go is a mobile application that partners with restaurants, bakeries, and grocery stores to sell surplus prepared food at the end of the business day. Users purchase what the app calls surprise bags. The specific contents are not disclosed in advance at approximately 1/3 of the retail price. The app launched in the United States in November 2020, with New York City as its first market. It had previously operated in 14+ countries across Europe. According to Too Good To Go, New York City generates 1.3 million tons of food waste per year. Globally, the app reported saving over 121 million meals from disposal in 2023. The IDNYC program is the least publicized of the mechanisms examined here. Launched on January 12, 2015, by Mayor Bill de Blasio and City Council Speaker Melissa Mark Viverito, IDNYC is a municipal identification card available to all New York City residents aged 10 and older without regard to immigration status. At launch, it was described as the country's most ambitious municipal identification program. The card is free to apply for and free to receive. As of 2025 and 2026, over 1.5 million New Yorkers hold the card. The city's population is approximately 8.5 million. The card provides free 1-year membership enrollment at more than 35 cultural institutions, including MoMA, the Bronx Zoo, the Central Park Zoo, the New York Aquarium, the Prospect Park Zoo, the Queens Zoo, and the Brooklyn Academy of Music. A standard adult MoMA ticket is $30. Individual memberships across even a portion of the eligible institutions would cost well over $1,000 combined. Enrollment through IDNYC is free. One procedural point that the city does not communicate clearly: the memberships are not automatically activated. A cardholder must go in person to each institution and present the IDNYC card to initiate the specific enrollment process for that venue. The institution then issues its own membership card or digital pass. The process requires a visit to each location separately. Additional IDNYC benefits include a 5% grocery discount at Food Bazaar supermarkets, available Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., a 15% discount on adult and family memberships across all 22 YMCA locations in the city, a 10% discount on NYC Parks Recreation Center annual memberships, entertainment discounts through Entertainment Benefits Group covering Broadway shows, movie tickets, sporting events, and theme parks, and a Brooklyn Academy of Music Level 1 membership that includes 50% off movie tickets. The card can also be used to open bank accounts at several participating financial institutions and as the sole required identification for applications through NYC Housing Connect. As of December 2024, reporting from NY Groove noted that portions of the IDNYC benefits website contained outdated pages and broken links. Direct contact with institutions confirmed that the benefits themselves remain active. The practical recommendation is to verify enrollment procedures directly with each institution rather than relying on the city's website. Over 1.5 million cardholders in a city of 8.5 million represents a significant gap. The card is free. The benefits are confirmed. The enrollment is open to all residents. On free and low-cost entertainment, the city's options are more substantial than commonly acknowledged. The Metropolitan Museum of Art operates on a pay-what-you-wish basis for New York State residents. MoMA offers free Friday evening admission to New York State residents through its Uniqlo Friday Nights program, with timed tickets required. The Brooklyn Museum provides free admission on the first Saturday of each month until 11 p.m. The Bronx Museum of the Arts has no admission fee and no specific qualifying window. The National Museum of the American Indian, part of the Smithsonian Institution, is always free. The 9/11 Memorial Museum offers free entry on Tuesdays from 5 to 8 p.m., with timed tickets required. The New York Botanical Garden admits NYC residents free of charge all day on Wednesdays. The Staten Island Ferry, the Brooklyn Bridge pedestrian path, the High Line, Gantry Plaza State Park in Long Island City, and Battery Park carry no admission cost. Grand Central Terminal's Whispering Gallery, located near the Oyster Bar, functions through an architectural acoustic property. Two people in opposite corners of the vaulted space can hear each other clearly across the room. The New York Public Library's main branch on Fifth Avenue at 42nd Street is always free. During the summer months, the Public Theater's Shakespeare in the Park runs free performances at the Delacorte Theater in Central Park. Summer Stage presents free outdoor concerts across multiple boroughs. Bryant Park offers free yoga sessions and free picnic performances. The Downtown Boathouse at Pier 26 on the Hudson River provides free walk-up kayaking on weekend mornings. For comparison, Broadway tickets averaged approximately $140 per show in 2025, according to Smart Asset. Average ticket prices for a New York Knicks game in the 2024 to 2025 season ran $432. To summarize what the 30-day review found, the Omni weekly fare cap limits subway and local bus spending to $35 per week for full fare riders, automatically, without advance purchase. Riders who qualify for Fairfares NYC pay half that rate. The key detail most riders miss is that the 7-day window is rolling, not tied to any calendar day. Grocery costs in New York City vary significantly by neighborhood. Chinatown, Flushing, Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, and Patel Brothers in Queens consistently offer lower prices on staples than mainstream Manhattan supermarkets. The Consumer Reports 2026 study established that Trader Joe's costs more than Walmart for a full grocery basket, while Costco and BJ's offer the deepest savings for those with the membership and the space. Too Good To Go provides documented savings of roughly 2/3 off retail price on surplus prepared food. The app is free to download and available across the city. The IDNYC card offers free enrollment in memberships at 35 or more cultural institutions, along with grocery, fitness, and entertainment discounts. The card is free, available to all residents regardless of immigration status, and held by fewer than 1 in 5 New Yorkers. Manhattan's median asking rent reached $4,495 per month at the end of 2024. Between 2010 and 2023, the city added 22% more jobs and approximately 4% more housing stock. Those figures explain the structural condition that the tools above cannot resolve. What those tools can do is reduce the cost of operating inside that structure. The programs exist. They are funded and active. The gap between what is available and what residents are using is, at this point, largely a matter of awareness. If this video helped clarify the math, subscribe to the channel, share it with someone weighing the same decision, and leave a like. It takes a second, and it helps this analysis reach more people who need it. Thanks for watching.